All right, and the sound, I believe, is now working. Okay, finally. Yay. And we are going live. Going live in 3, 2, 1. Now working. Okay. Okay, we'll leave that unmuted. All right, sound check. Hey, everybody. All right, I should be good to go now. Okay. I'm not sure why that stream broke, but hey, maybe I should just reshare all of this. We will reshare to Twitter. Log in and tweet. And reshare to Facebook. That sounds good. And on Facebook. Okay, so for those who can see everything that's going on right now, I'm also going to show you a sneak peek. This is what we're going to start with, is the Rode NT1. For some reason it locked up. Let's try it again. And the Rode NT1 you cannot see at the moment. And let's put on the compressor so I don't accidentally blow out anybody's ears, because that would be great, right? Not to blow out anyone's ears. All right. This is exciting. I hear a little echo in my ears, and I don't know why. So what? We're gonna just turn down the speakers, and I think that should solve the problem. Yeah, there we go. No echo. I apologize about the echo. And okay, everything is working. Share to Survivor to Hero. And now we are sharing to the page. Sorry it's taking so long to get set up. Just want everything in place before we start unboxing, because that's the whole fun. All right, and sound check. Looks like I can be heard just fine. I apologize. It looks like I'm even clipping a little bit. Right now we're using this Audio Technica, and save. Okay, 45 sound check 1 2. Okay, great. Yay. Okay, finally everything is set up, and we are good. So these are going to be the audio levels. If you have any issues, do let me know. I'm happy to adjust it as needed. Not sure. There we go. Now I'm not clipping. Hooray. So feel free to post a comment if you like. Live chat is on. I can see everything that's going on here, and I'm excited. So I don't need these anymore, because now I can hear everything just fine. All right. Though if I would stop breaking the studio, that would be even better. Okay, and now we have we are going to re-add the video capture device. Okay, cool. Okay, this is the Rode video. Let's see if we can. Oh wow, this is just heating up. Is that the problem? Mic Pro. And now you can see everything. All right, and now just for fun, let's move this so you can see everything else that's going on too. Okay, so this will be exciting. I'm really excited. Now you'll be able to play with me. Get the camera cable out of the screen. Cool. This is going to be my first unboxing stream. I've never done one of these, but I'm really excited to. We are currently using... I don't know what is going on with this light. Is it dying? Or is this power? Okay. So you may have noticed the colors are pretty bad in here, but hi. This is so now you can see me. Welcome to the studio. Everything is kind of a little messy right now, but as you can see, we've got some toys we're gonna install over here. So we're gonna come back down, give a nice good look to the Rode NT1. Now that everything is all set here. Okay, I'm a little nervous, honestly, but again, doesn't need to be perfect. I don't know why these keep getting brighter and softer. We'll just move the spotlight over here. We'll just leave this off for now and use the other light over here. Okay, I think we're good now. Should anyone have any issues seeing anything, just let me know. Okay, so I'm pretty excited. Now you can see some of everything that's going on. Almost. Here we go. You can head over to the YouTube page and click on anything you like, and I can see comments. I'll talk with you. And we are now finally getting to this Rode NT1. I've also going to be opening for those who are interested, the K92s, Harman. These are monitor. And then we'll save the best for last. Haha, this is heavy. Good. Pick it up. And then we've got the Rode Procaster here. and you'll get to see the whole thing get set up. This is the other microphone cable. And right now we are listening to the Audio Technica. This is a 2035. All right, right here, this is Audio Technica 2035. It's a really great microphone, but this is a better microphone. And once I get the Rode Procaster going, okay, great. So once we get the Rode Procaster going, it is going to be super exciting. Oh, hey, there we go. Yeah, so once we get the Rode Procaster, oh, it's driving me nuts. Hearing my own voice is throwing me off. I'm glad it's working, but we're going to just set this aside right now. Welcome to chat. Remember to be a good person. So I'm going to leave this up in case anybody wants to say anything. I will be here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now all the important messages have been sent, and we are good to go. So the for those who don't know, the Audio Technica 2035 and is a okay, that is now muted. The Audio Technica 2035 is a condenser microphone. That's this one. Sorry, didn't mean to touch it. Normally, I run a pop filter like this. It's not a real pop filter. Real pop filter would look something like this, and it'll stop all the plosives. This, in Colorado, it's super dusty, so normally I just keep this on to keep that microphone pristine, and it sounds really good. I'm actually pretty far away. The compressor is off, so I'm just going to turn it on so you can hear it, but I think I'm coming through just fine. So this is with the compressor on. What the compressor does is it brings the sound, my lowest level, my highest level, and it makes everything hearable. So we're just going to drop this down. Now, you may or may not be able to hear the computer freaking out. It's just running really hot. I guess encoding video is a very busy process. So it's doing its best right now. Apparently my business cards are clogging the vents too. So you can see me and I can not see you. So we are live. I am super excited about this. Okay, so let's open this up so everyone can see it. This is the Rode NT1. It is a condenser microphone. It runs about $225. Let's just verify that. The NT1. 269. Sorry, it runs 269. The NT1A is 229. This microphone is 150, and I believe you can get Audio Technica for. It used to be the 2020 was $100. Now this does come in as a kit with a condenser, but I'm getting the Rode. I have the Rode Padcaster, which is already pre-configured to work well with this. Now the thing is, it's going to pick up the whole room. So for podcasting, you sometimes want to stick with a dynamic microphone. I have the Rode Procaster, which is going to be similar. All right, and here we go. This is the Rode Procaster, which is a dynamic microphone. And normally, if I hook it up on a stand or my boom arm, I need it right in front of me. Now, the advantage of this is dynamic microphones don't need power. They do need a lot of gain on your preamps, and they're loud. They're really loud. Let's see if I can maybe just... bounce this off the ceiling. Okay, there we go. Dancing on the ceiling. It's not too bright. Okay, we'll leave it as it is. Because everything's beautiful. Life is beautiful all the time. And they're coming to take me away. Haha. Okay, so this is the where was I? All right, I've just kind of been getting a little distracted. A Rode 8. This is Audio Technica 2035. This is the Rode Procaster, a great podcast microphone, and then I've got the NT1. Now, the great thing about the NT1 is that it's a condenser microphone just like this, so you can be farther away, but it's got a nice built-in pop shield. It's got a shock mount like this one does, and it allows you to what am I trying to say here? Well, let's turn to audio. Okay, so it allows you to basically have a really cool sound. It's got a flat sound, and you can be picked up. You sound fantastic for podcasts, for audios. If you're doing voiceovers, you can even use this for music, whatever you really want to do. So in the box, let's start with this. We've got the microphone. Yay! I just took off the top here. So we're gonna set this to the side. We've got the microphone. We'll set this over here to the side, next to the mouse and keyboard. And then we've got the this is the pop filter and the shock mount. The SMR. It got a little bent. It looks like this box did not. It got a little bent in travel, but it seemed to protect everything nicely. So you can see there's some indentations, some denting here. My box, which I recorded a video of when I first unboxed it to see if there was not any, to make sure there was no damage. Had some damage. But this did not. So I'm going to register this later with Rode. In the box, we have a sticker, a manual, which goes to, I checked this earlier, page 26. Yeah, and then it's got all these other languages. So I only need page 26. And then it's got, this is kind of funny. Got some nice weight to it. So this is the Rode NT1. And this is obviously not a travel container. It's to, I think, keep the dust out, because it's got a little, they run power into these. These use phantom power. And so it's kind of like a little sheath for a long cylindrical object. So maybe this is the Rode condom. Yeah, keeps it safe, protected. But what if you want your Rode condoms or your Rode microphones to have babies? This is made in Australia. This is the Rode NT1. And now for the fun part, we'll set this part aside. We'll keep the Rode sleeve there. Set here. And this is, I forget what this little thing does. They kind of show you. I believe it's to ensure, keep your microphone from wobbling around. It's an extra shock. I think my Padcaster came with the one. Or, Procaster. Yeah, so check this out. Good, microphone's nice and sturdy. Bad, it's wobbly. So you want a solid contact, and that's what this little blue thing is for. Okay, yeah, I don't have autofocus on. In fact, let's turn autofocus on for now so you can see this. Maybe? Yeah, so this is a little blue whatnot. Now you're seeing these little squares on there because that's autofocus. It's what the Rode Procaster or what Canon DSLRs do for whatever reason. Running through a cam link, if you're wondering how I made my Canon a webcam. All right, so the next step is this right here. So we've got a sticker, and we'll put this to the side. And this is got a Rycote shock mount, which Rycote's really an amazing shock system. So here is this is the shock mount for the Rode NT1. Now in here, we've got also a quick start guide, which I dropped. SMR. All right, and on the SMR, Rode Sound Booth. That's cool. You can hear and compare microphones on Rode Sound Booth on your iPad, or probably your iPhone as well, and looks like your computer. Neat. All right, and it's cool because some audio interfaces, like the Audient, if you get a converter for it, you can actually plug the USB in there and run a real audio interface into your iPad for audio recordings. So here is the locking nut. Something gold nut. Right here. Give a second to focus. 1, 2, 3. You can do it. Focus. There we go. So this is going to go on the bottom of the microphone. Right here. It just attaches and it locks into place. So that's very helpful when you're attaching to this. What we're going to do is I'm going to just put this on in here. And we will attach the microphone right now. I dropped it. All right, and it's now attached. But the problem is I put the little dot here behind. So I'm going to loosen it just a little bit. Make sure the dot is pointing towards Rode. And as I do so, that is because there we go. This pop filter is going to go right in on top. So this is a metal pop filter, and it's kind of fragile, so you want to be careful. But it goes right in here. Doesn't really have a front or back. I probably should have done this before I put the microphone in. Nice little friction mount. Just gonna press it in there. And you're good to go. Neat, huh? All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna replace this. Well, I'll be turning down the volume, and then you'll be able to hear the difference with this up there. And as we continue. So this is kind of a fun experiment for me to see how the Rode's gonna sound. So put everything back in the box. It needs to be here. Yeah, they gave me a quick start guide, which didn't really need. Just make sure I didn't need it. Yeah, it's crazy easy. So just like all the different pieces. So yeah, that was pretty obvious. Now this also has which I need to undo. No, if this is really tight, I need to use a penny, but I didn't need to. So it's got different threads. So 3/8 and 1/4. Which is good because I'm using another piece of gear that came today. Oh gosh, it's heavy. It's a good thing, trust me. In case of zombie apocalypse, I've got we've got this gator stand here, and hopefully I'm not too loud. I'm going to try to just quiet myself down. This is going to be what I'm going to mount this on for now, and then we just lost our light. No, the light's working. Okay. Hooray! I thought it looked a little dark here. Okay. So, that's much better. This is gonna make it much better unboxing. Go aperture. So I'm now going to just turn this down. Phantom power, you want to turn phantom. Okay, sound test 1 2 1 2. Going to plus 40. About or not 3 o'clock. 2 o'clock. Going to 2 o'clock. Hi. Hello, everyone. Isn't that wonderful? Perfect. Okay, so we now have that. Cool. So now that's not. Let's make sure nothing's been shot real quick. Did I just over? Okay, good. Yay. All right. So it took me I just realized when I was doing this a little problem. Where'd it go? Oh. So this is the words. Words are escaping me. Now, had I actually thought about it, I could have plugged in the. You wouldn't have been without sound. I could have actually used the dynamic microphone on the audience. I guess hindsight's 2020. But I will at least be able to do that now and let you hear what that would sound like as we continue. So I do have another microphone cable, which I will be showing you shortly. So, in fact, I'm going to grab those cables because I think they're nearby or just fantastic to have. And you should be able to hear me now. You're hearing me now. Actually, yeah, you're hearing me now on the audio. Gosh, the Rode NT1. Rode NT1. It's a lovely microphone. These are, I had some nearby, but I may have misplaced them. So these are microphone cables. Now also, I guess we can show off a little bit about this Rode NT1. It gets a little closer here. I'm using these Gator mic stands. And it's got a 5-pound weight, and this microphone's actually pretty light. Where the this one's a lot heavier, this is much lighter. And the nice thing about the shock mount is that if anything gets bumped, it's not going to come up through the microphone. You won't hear it as much because it's got all this basically balance between these shock absorbing materials. Okay, so this is me talking really close to the microphone, and you can tell as I'm actually going to turn myself up just a little bit, and we're going to go about right there. Oops, that's a little loud. Okay. Okay, sound test, me talking really close to the microphone. It looks like I'm almost peaking there. There, I'm not peaking on anymore. Should be sounding pretty decent, and this is me really close to the microphone. Now, I do have the gosh, what am I trying to say? I've got the audio actually turned down, and I'm going to share this with someone. Okay, cool. So I've got the audio turned where you should be able to hear me. Now, if I turn on the compressor, if I get really, really loud, I could scream, and I shouldn't be clipping anymore. I won't actually clip. Actually, it looks like it's just a little loud. Let's drop it there. Minus 60, still yellow. Okay. Ooh, that's really quiet. Okay. A little loud. Okay. So now we're okay. I get it. I'm going to move this back, and I'm pretty close to the microphone. But as we do so, you'll still be able to hear me, which is the really great thing about this. Just adjust this, and this is a really fantastic mic. If you want to do voiceovers, you want to do a podcast, it makes your voice sound really good. I'm a huge fan of Rode microphones, and this one in particular I wanted forever, and I was investing in the Rode Rodecaster Pro, and so I decided it was time. Gosh, it's getting warm. So there we go. That doesn't go with my hair. Get it? Lack of hair. All right, so just so we have everything all together, let's repack the box because I'm a big fan of saving boxes. Plus, Rode has an amazing warranty. If you register it, they will extend your warranty an X amount of time. And part of that was not just because they honor their gear, but there was also their microphone. Rode stuff is so good, everyone's trying to copy it and create fakes, and then they sell them, put them out there, and then people get really sad, understandably so. So you don't want a fake, obviously. So we're gonna put everything back in this box. In case I do ever have an issue, I can then send it to Rode. Rode NT1. So that was kind of a long unboxing, but I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And that's what you get with the Rode NT1. I should probably put this back together in case I ever need it. Now, this is not a dynamic microphone. This is a... what is this? This is a condenser microphone. So that lets me be a little farther away, where if I was using the Rode Procaster, I would need to be much closer. Now, the advantage of the Procaster, though, is it's going to like amplify all the extra sound. Gosh, that is just so bright. Yeah, that's 10% with my new Godox light, and it is bright as heck. There we go. Get it off me a little bit, just more in the background. Okay, so what's next? I think the Rode Procaster should be, or Padcaster should be next. Let's go back here. And hello, everybody. By the way, I am in chat. If you have a question, feel free to post something on the YouTube chat if you're watching this. And I'm happy to answer any questions. Now, you also may be wondering, what is this? This is a cloud lifter, and that will add some amplification to a dynamic microphone like the Rode Procaster. This is a fantastic podcast mic again, for those just joining, and me repeating myself. When I have my swinging arm, it's really nice to be able to bring it in and out. Currently, the swinging arm is on a more stable desk, so we can preparing for the podcast. Okay, so I use these as dust filters, but you can get really close to them, and they are pop filters, so you don't get the puh. So this is a condenser mic, very cheap, Audio-Technica. Sounds pretty good. The Rode, oh my gosh, I can't believe I have a Rode NT1. I am so excited about this. This is like the dream microphone. I wanted to buy this, and I couldn't afford it when I first started podcasting, and I went with the well, I could have. This was just a little cheaper, I think, at the time, and it was a dynamic microphone. Plus, I wanted to be able to filter all the sound out. I also have a, let's see if you can see this. We've got a DBX down here. This is a DBX 286S, which has some noise gating, and it's allowing me to kind of do this live here without extra background noise. So you might not even be hearing my computer in the background. It's the fan spinning up because this is filtering it out. Now, our next item that we're going to unbox is oh gosh, this is heavy. Is a microphone cable first. We're going to unbox one of these new microphone cables. It's a 10-foot cable. I went with a slightly cheaper one that's aren't rated for life, but these are supposedly really good cables. So. All right, so you can get all that satisfying sound. What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to hook up this Rode Padcaster for the moment to this stand. In theory. Yeah, okay. So this little tiny microphone stand is going to hold, I hope, this little heavy microphone. And yeah, okay. So I think it'll tip over if I don't go over if I'm not on the leg. All right. But I'm going to boost it with this on my little interface over here, because this needs a lot of gain. There we go. All right, it's plugged into the audio interface. I've got phantom power on. Devices. Okay, so now with this cable, we're going to plug it into the cloud lifter. Now this has power running into it. I currently have the, I've turned it down though on the audio interface. Just something I like to do so I don't over gain anything. All right, let's turn this up just a little bit. So if I sound a little quiet, I do apologize. If I ever get cut out, it's me talking so quietly that the noise floor, or this wonderful microphone and the noise gate of the DBX is cutting me off. And having a compressor is nice for somebody who talks quiet like me, because then it evens out all my sound. So even when I talk quietly, you can hear me. And if I talk loud or I scream, which I pretty much never do, you can hear me. And now let's plug this in. Again, for those who don't know, this is an XLR connection. Did it go in? There, click. I heard the click. Okay, so you might be hearing some extra sound soon. Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna let you hear the difference between these two now. Okay, sound check. Oh, you're still hearing me. Can you hear me? Yeah, you can hear me? Okay, so we're going to turn the NT1 off, and we're going to just have this microphone right here. And I'll move this nice and close. And I'm going to now turn the gain off this, and you're just going to hear this. Okay, so we are now increasing. Okay, so there we go. Now no echo. So we're just going to increase the gain until you hear me as loud as it needs to be. I'm just going to keep talking into the microphone while trying to see the numbers, and then backing it. Ooh, there we go. I think I'm at my numbers I should be. All right, so this is me now talking directly into the Rode Procaster. And the Rode Procaster is a dynamic microphone. I'm using this cloud lifter here to add a little extra gain, because without it, I'd be having to crank it all the way up, and you can get some extra noise. So this allows a really good signal. So all my meditations that are on this YouTube channel, you have heard through this microphone, and then boosted a little bit or leveled out, just some post-processing. It's a really great microphone. This little right coat cage here means if I tap, you might be able to hear that. If I hit the desk, none of the vibrations go up into the microphone, so that's why it's in a little cage here, and that's why this cage here is so important for this one too. Now, I have to get really close to this microphone, because watch what happens when I turn this. I'm just going to keep talking. I'm now at about a 90-degree angle. 90-degree angle. Now I'm nearing a 180-degree angle. 180-degree angle. You can't hear me that much. About a 90-degree angle. And then we're coming all the way back to direct front. This is a front address, so this is where the microphone is. These things on the side, you don't hear me as well. So, whoa, and I just undid it from the stand. Okay, doing that. Okay, that was embarrassing. But this is the Rode Procaster, which I keep saying all the time. So now that we've got the Rode Procaster and this new cable plugged in, what should we do next? I think we should unbox the main event. Oh wait, this isn't the main event, is it? That's the other one. All right, so we're now going to go back to the Rode NT1, the brand new microphone which we set up here, and I'm going to move this off to the side because we do not need this. And I'm going to turn the gain down. And as I return the Rode NT1 back into its full glory, you should be able to hear me just fine as the sound is coming in, and yeah, I think it is. So now, you see how amazing this is? I am talking so far away from that microphone. And yet, if you hear, if I turn this microphone up to be about the same level, ooh, that's really loud, to be about the same, gosh, how loud am I? Oh, I'm sorry. I turned the wrong one up. There we go. Is that better? You can hear the Rode NT1. You're hearing them both right now. But if I turn this one off, you're not hearing this anymore. You're hearing me from here. So, looks like the microphone levels are just fine. And they have a different sound. One's going to be clearer. The one might be a little richer on the radio voice. Again, I'm going to put this back on. And, yeah. So it looks like we're just getting signal off of this now, the Rode NT1, running through my DBX, which gives me a little, and I'm running through the compressor so you can hear me. Okay, so I've now turned the compressor off. You can still hear me, but you might not hear me as well until I get a little closer. And now I'm really close to the microphone. This, if I'm doing voiceovers, is probably the microphone I would prefer. And I've got it turned down just enough I'm not going to clip. But I'm going to turn it up so there we go. I'm at my top end of what I would use most of the time. And over here, I might be able to turn up just a little bit more. And then this is about as loud as I would have it. Now, I'm not using the compressor at all, so it's not coloring the sound. I do have the high-pass filter on, so now that I've turned the high-pass filter off, there's some low rumbles that could come in a little bit, but this is very pure to what the microphone sounds like, almost. I've got some bypassing. Now listen to what it sounds like when I turn all the processing off my DBX. I can see you can hear the fan noise in the background. That's my computer running and just processing all of this. It's really cranking hard. Okay, we're gonna turn the bypass filter, or the 80 hertz on. Wow, okay, that 80 hertz bypass, that gets rid of most of the fan noise back there. That's cool. All right, so now we're gonna turn the process bypass off, which means the noise floor is engaged and the everything is working. The de-esser, which takes some of the S's out. And then I'm going to turn the compressor back on in case I get too far away from the microphone. And then you will be able to hear exactly everything that I'm saying. All right. So these are some really nice monitors, and I'm going to open them last, actually. They're supposed to be super comfortable. My Sennheiser 280 Pros, they're not so comfortable. So let's come to the main event. This is a really heavy piece of equipment. Like, this is heavy to get out of the hands. Now, this was actually open. Like, the seal was cracked on this, so I was concerned. So that's why I have a video of recording of that, just to make sure everything was fine before I, oops, there we go. Before I actually went through and did this, I wanted to make sure everything was okay. So we're going to put this here, and you can watch this with me. Yep, okay. I'm as wide as I get. Okay. Now I'm not as shiny. All right. So now I love talking to this Rode NT1. I'm really looking forward to turning it right side up. But right now it's just going to be down. It's nice and out of the way. The pop filter's there, which is dandy. Okay. We're going to move this to the side ever so slightly. And I'm going to turn this to keep it out of the shot if I can. Okay, cool. Next. Ta-da! So this is a really sturdy piece of foam. It's super nice. And wow, a little bit of echo reverb here. We're gonna set this to the side. And I'm also gonna have a V8 energy drink. Just lost my hat. Okay. We don't need my glasses, do we? So good. Okay. So we open this up, and it's got these really amazing cue cards. On the back of each of these cue cards is our instructions. Now, people were making fun of this online, like, why are these so big? I honestly think it's fantastic. When you're in a hurry and you're trying to figure this out, it's nice that they have such big instructions to kind of go over all of they've got all the languages, they say what everything does. I mean, the text it's like 8-point font. It's no, that's not 8-point. That's like 6-point. It's tiny font, yet these things are huge. But I mean, it saves them from having to print a big manual, like all the pages. And I love how they show you all the connections, because this could get really complicated. So we'll just put these to the side. My hat keeps going away. I'm so shiny up there. Okay. Now in here we have next is the Procaster. Uh-oh. Yeah, there we go. We're still live. It's like, are we not live anymore? Anyways, so this has got a quality check here. You've got we've got these right here, and you've got nice rubber pads to absorb things. It says Rode on the very bottom of it. 4 headphones, so you can plug in 4 of these big headphones, or like these monitors that I picked up, the Harman. You can get 4 of here. 2 of these for the powered speakers. Now, powered speakers are like these monitors I've got right here. So I've got monitor over there. That's right over there, that monitor. Might not be able to see, it's too dark. Alrighty, and we've got... Okay, cool. Still... There we go. Now you can see it. So these are all little microphone locks. Now, you notice there's no circle plug because these are not for instruments. These are actually for voice. The cool thing is, and so they've got a power thing here, on, off, a micro SD slot, and I picked up, using on Rose's website, they said recommended certain cards. So I chose to get a Samsung Evo 128 Plus. It's fast, so if I do multi-track, which I do intend to do, recording, and they've also got a lock thing, so you can put a little key lock here. So we're just going to lift this out, and here you go. So we've got all these buttons. These are plasticky, and so I have some concerns about that. But in theory, if you really wanted to, you might even be able to take them off, replace them with something better. I don't ever really want to do that. It might damage the gear. So we are now going to just set this to the side. And in here, you've got the power and manual. So we've got the power here. Well, sorry, not the manual. But they've got, I don't know what these are for. Like, they gave me 2 of them. Like, seriously. All right. In case I want to label them different things and save them in different series. I don't think the firmware can do that. So, yeah. Anyway, we've got a power brick and a USB cable. So, this is a USB-C to USB-A. So this plugs in via USB-C to your computer. All right, so now that this is out, I know this is the main stage. You were all waiting for this, and so was I. So we're gonna make sure that these go back in. We don't want to lose anything. put everything back. I honestly did this live so you could suffer with me and see how long all of this takes. But it's also kind of fun to explain everything. For those who want to watch a live progress of what this looks like and why this gear is so cool. All right. That was a little loud. I apologize. So this is going back in the box. So I have it where I know it will be, should I ever want it again. And I'm actually going to use this for travel, or when I take it places. I'm just going to, there we go, phone to microphone. I'll be sure to make sure everything goes back where it should go. I'm actually going to try this without the instructions because I watched some things on there. Actually take it back. We'll leave those out. I might want them. Okay, so let's close. And this also has an Aphex, yeah. It's got an Aphex processor in there. And an Aphex processor means you will be able to do some effects like the noise gating like this DBX does. This device here that you can kind of see in frame. As well. Okay, so now what, right? This is the device. Now they say the headphone outputs can produce very high volume levels, and so they've got a limiting in the advanced menu, but even when activated, listening at high volume is possible and may damage your hearing. Don't do it. Don't do it. So yeah, these can go really loud, and it's, I guess, just a sound protection thing. All right. Cool, right? Volume. These knobs feel really good. They're like super solid. These feel pretty good too. They smooth. They slide well. I kind of wish they were metal instead of plastic. These are super. Well, maybe metal or plastic. I can't tell. All right, so we've got a plastic cover here, which. All right, I'm gonna see if a lot of people like the sound of that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just give you that fun. No, you know what? I changed my mind. I'm gonna do that later. Save that for something else, someone else. Haha. So these are the pads. Pretty sturdy. Again, I plugged in multiple microphones. So what I can do is plug in the power now, and then I could charge it up. So I am going to, where'd the brick go? This is the brick. What did I just do? Oh, cool. All right, so the power brick, this is going to screw in right here, and that way it doesn't accidentally come undone, which is a very, very cool feature. So we're just going to set this to the side now and move on to the next feature. Because we've gone through all the stuff that's in the box. I am going to put these back just for fun. I am super excited about this. There will be another video of playing with that later. But we're going to do some mixed minuses and stuff. Okay, so this is a really, really exciting thing for me. Let's see what's in the box. Might need my knife again. I don't know where my knife went. I wonder if this is sharp enough. Nope. Nope, not very sharp. I really don't have nails. Huh. Okay, so I think I'm covered now. I think the road gear you saw that. I'm gonna open these later. I hear they sound amazing and they feel really comfortable, so we will play with that later. For all those who stuck around and watched, thank you so much. Uh, now you've seen the NT1, you've seen the Procaster, and you've heard the Audio Technica. All different devices, and they sound very different and all that. So thank you again for showing up and joining my stream, and I will talk with you later.